welcome back to the channel. Before we start anything today, fish finder. Yes.
We need to address this.
We do need to address it. A lot of you are like, what is a fish finder? Well, we're going to tell you exactly what it is. In all honesty, it kind of is a fish finder, but
technically, I believe they refer to it as a marine chart plotter.
Mm-hmm.
But you can buy a transducer for the back of this, which is the little thing that goes on the back of the boat, and it is a fish finder. But as a marine chart plotter, they're also really, really handy just in general for GPS things. They come with a very, very accurate antenna, and they actually make a Baja version of this that does not come with marine charts on it. It does not come with the fish finding sensor, and it does come with the GPS unit. So there you go.
There you go.
There's a fish finder.
There's your fish finder. That's what we were talking about yesterday.
Yeah.
All right. We have to go. We have work to do.
We have a Jeep to build.
Let's go. Okay, so just before we start, I better tell you what's going on today. Because we don't have the tube notcher or the welder at the moment, what we're going to start with are the pedals. Now, we are going to have to cut some of the Jeep away in order to do what we want to do with the pedals, and we may even have to put a plate in there. It all depends where everything fits in there. I'm very excited, but I'm getting very apprehensive because we don't have a lot of time. Time is ticking. We don't have the stuff that we need to work on. Chris is only here until Sunday, and yeah, there's a lot to do. So let's now get going. Okay, wait, promise is the last thing. Hold on. These are absolutely beautiful. Tom and Esther, thank you so much for sending these to the shop and kind of wishing us a good luck with everything. You guys are incredible. Can't wait to see you next year. And now we're gonna go.
So, here's the one thing we don't want to do. So because there was a stud in here and it was welded, the metal's going to be harder. It'll be harder to drill through because there's a weld there.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is offset this just a little bit, right there. So this is where it's going to go.
Okay. Okay, so we've stopped from putting that pedal in for just now, just because we don't have our notcher or our welder at the moment. It could be here from anywhere from today through Friday, and it just so happens that Kevin has offered to help us and take his stuff over here so we can at least get tube cut and tacked in there. So a lot of stuff happening today, a lot of moving parts. We're kind of doing what we can, when we can, with what we have. And I'm just excited because we're actually going to be able to get moving and a grooving with the gauge.
What if we came straight across here with a tube? So this is now a box, right?
We can.
I still don't think this is square.
I think it's in the way of the winch though, because we wanted to cut as much off the front as possible. And the winch.
Yeah, but I'm looking at some structure. Like this is fine, but it's not. We still need something.
It's not a square.
Yeah, we need to make this a square, and then anything forward of this, because the winch can be up here. It doesn't need to be down there, right? So the more clearance we have coming in, and now that the radiator is rear mounted, this could get pushed back.
It's not square, it's lent.
Yeah.
It's
leaning.
leaning.
Which is fine. We can just cut the tack.
Yeah, I don't have a
Yeah, it's not as bad as it looked, but it's still pretty bad. See that?
It's a little bit up.
yeah, it's like 3/16.
Yeah, hit this side.
Hit this side.
My micrometer says you're pretty fast. No, that's out too. So that's just snip, snip. Let's square that up. Let's throw a tube in here, and then let's not do the V or anything yet. Okay. And then we can start packaging the winch. But I want to get this gone.
Yeah.
And it's going to require this to make that happen. Let me work on squaring this stuff up and getting it a little more. I mean, we're good with this, right? Like we could weld some of this together.
The front?
Yeah.
I believe so. Dip it. Slide it. All right, I did the Robbie double tap. I'm gonna do it again. You're welcome. So we just cut this part of the Jeep out, the tail end, because we, well, first of all, we were trying to cut kind of like a straight line out of what was left here because we have to come back with the tubing straight down. Then we realized then we're gonna have to cut from underneath because we wanna kind of come up here also. So we just thought, why is it here? So we took it out. That's really the reason why we did that. And actually it was a perfect move for after lunch. Perfect. A little
stress reliever.
A little Tuesday frustration out, all gone now because of that. And you know how this morning I said, we really can't do much, we can't do what we need to do because we don't have what we need yet, because it's coming, it should be here between today or Friday. Well then Kevin came and kind of saved our butts a little bit, and we're getting stuff done now. We can tack things in, we can tack tube, we can cut it, so we're really trying to get the structure of this cage done so that we can then move on to other things. We can't do certain things until everything is solid.
Yeah, no wiring can go in until we're done with most of the cutting and all the welding.
Yep.
We can't even begin thinking about permanently putting a fuel system in place until we're done cutting around it. So we need to get all of this cutting done, as much welding done as we can over the next couple of days.
Then Kevin will be back. He's going to help us with the front, but we are really kind of just getting rid of all parts of the Jeep that we don't need and kind of really simplifying things. We thought we had simplified everything down, but we can do it a little bit more, which saves us time and it saves us more work. So that's what we need. We need more time, less work.
Correct.
That's what we're trying to do right now. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna measure. We don't have all the tubing here and Walter's left with the truck. This is how things go when you're in a new space, I guess. So we're going to measure and cut the one tube because we know that it's gonna be the same on the other side. We're literally just gonna do that right now until Wally comes back. have those two done, cut, sorted, measured. We're gonna leave Kevin for coping those, but
now that we got wobbly here.
we do have wobbledy because remember we took this out, big gaping hole.
But when we did that, we quite specifically left the body mount nuts in there.
Underneath, yeah.
So let's grab some cardboard and make some cardboard flat pieces so that we have
so
something
we can
to
get those cut out.
You get cardboards right there.
There's been a lot of, you guys have noticed there's been a lot of cardboard or catting today. It's because we are catting everything up that we pretty much think that we need for just now, and they will get cut out in plate, and then it'll come back and we'll put it on. I'm an artiste of all kinds.
He specifically works with corrugated. This is corrugated, this is not cardboard. Cardboard is flat. Corrugated has the corrugated center.
Well, I'm going to ask you this question. If you did not have a friend in the paper business, would you just call it cardboard?
I don't know that.
Guys, what do you call this? There's cardboard. To me, that's cardboard. And then there's the stuff that you're actually supposed to use when catting, which makes it a little easier because there's not like a bunch of layers in there.
It's basically like poster board.
Poster
It's a little
board.
bit thicker though.
Yeah.
It's
Leave your
thicker.
comment below.
All right, Holly, let's see how good our work is here.
It's amazing.
I would call that pretty damn good.
Heck yeah.
And then if we did this with it,
Flip it. That's good. Okay, this is something else that was catted up. This is a fuel filler. See? So it's gonna sit right here. It's like arts and crafts for adults today.
it is.
Hey, I know I'm coming to you from the car now because Walter has been, bless his soul, running around back and forth. Went to Home Depot, got some stuff, and left a bunch of stuff in the cart. So I'm hoping that everything is still there somewhere. I said that I would come out and quickly see if everything's here. So fingers crossed. Everyone's been really nice and good people in St. George. Let's see if the cart is there. Let's see if our purchases are there or if they're gone. Can't see anything. I'm gonna get in contact with Walter, see if he's called them, see if anyone has kind of picked it up and taken it in their customer services, but I can't see anything yet. Well, I went in to see if anyone handed it in, and they did! Thank you to whoever handed that bag in. Thank you so much. Still some great people in this world. But enough talking, it's time to get back in the truck, take this to the shop, and get back to work. So that definitely took longer than we expected, but it's looking good. We're almost there, almost where we need to be. And it doesn't look like much, right? It doesn't look like that would take a long time to do. But there are layers of metal underneath there. Just when you think you have enough room for the tubing to come through, no, we didn't. So little by little, we just took it away and away and away, kept going in with this right here, seeing if this had the space here, and voila, there we go. I feel like I ran a marathon. What about you, Chris? He has no words. All right, my loves, I think we're going to call it a day there. We've had quite the day. We started off thinking that it wasn't going to go so great. Then Kevin came through and helped us out by letting us borrow some of his stuff and helping us out with the build. Walter forgot his shopping. I found it. Whoever you are, whoever took it back into Home Depot, thank you so much. You kind of made our day with that. And guys, it is December. I can't believe it is December already. If you're looking to support the channel other than watching the channel, which is always a massive support, head on over to MischiefMaker.info where you can get merchandise or you can become a Patreon. And if you become a higher Patreon, then you get your name underneath Nessie's hood, which should be here pretty soon, I think. Maybe this week. I'm not entirely sure, but I'll keep you posted with that. And if you have recently ordered stuff off the website, it will be coming to you very, very soon. Thank you so much for everything. Thank you for watching. And I gotta go meet Rudy now. He's gonna come over here and we're gonna talk about that RAM charger. So I'm gonna head off right now. I'm gonna have a wee cup of tea, I think. And I will see you guys in the morning. Thank you for watching.